Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Lalita Vishakha Jaya RadhaRasbihari, Lalita Vishakha Jaya RadhaRasbihari. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Jaya Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya. Jayom Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivajagacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya Acharya Guru Varg ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Sri Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Sri Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki, Sri Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So today we will be serving Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in chronological order, verses number 17 from Adi-Lila, chapter 4, verses 17, 18 and 19. I believe there is no purport in 17 and 18, so the 19th verse will be displayed, or I don't know if all of them are going to be displayed. So we can start with verse number 17. Aishwarya Jnanete Shobha Jagata Mishrita, Aishwarya Stila Preme Nahi Mora Prita. Aishwarya Jnanete Shobha Aishwarya Jnanete Shobha Jagata Mishrita, Aishwarya Stitila Preme Nahi Mora Prita. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Lord Krishna thought, all the universe is filled with the conception of my majesty, but love weakened by that sense of majesty does not satisfy me. Verse number 18. Amare Ishvara mane apna ke hino. Amare Ishvara mane tar prema vasha ami na haile adhina. Amare Ishvara mane apna ke hina. तार प्रेमेर वश आमी ना हईलो आधीना. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ji ki. If one regards me as the Supreme Lord and himself as a subordinate, I do not become subservient to his love, nor can it control me. 19th verse. Amaketa je je bhakta bhaje je bhave. Tare shei bhave bhaji ei mora swabhave. আমাকে তা যে যে ভক্ত ভজে যেই ভাবে তারে সে ভাবে ভজি এই মোর স্বভাবে। আমাকে তা যে যে ভক্ত ভজে যেই ভাবে तारे से भावे भजी तारे से भावे भजी ए मोर स्वभावे। आमाके ता जे जे भक्त भजे जेई भावे तारे से भावे भजी ए मोर स्वभावे। Devotees, Matajis, Amake, me, ta, certainly, ye, whatever, bhakta, devotee, bhaje, worships, jai, which, bhave, in the mood, tare, him, say, that, bhave, in the mood, bhaji, I reciprocate, a, this, mora, my, Swabhave, in the nature. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada Ji ki Jai. Kindly repeat, in whatever transcendental mellow my devotee worships me, I reciprocate with him. That is my natural behavior. Shri Shri Patita Pavan Nitai Gaur Sundar ki Jai, Lalita Vishakha Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ji ki, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ji Maharaj ki. In whatever transcendental mellow my devotee worships me, I reciprocate with him. That is my natural behavior. Purport. The Lord, by his inherent nature, reveals himself before his devotees according to their inherent devotional service. The Vrindavan pastimes demonstrated that although generally people worship God with reverence, the Lord is more pleased when a devotee thinks of him as his pet son, personal friend, or most dear fiancé, and renders service unto him with such natural affection. The Lord becomes a subordinate object of love in such transcendental relationships. Such pure love of God is unadulterated by any tinge of superfluous, non-devotional desires, and is not mixed with any sort of fruitive action or empiric philosophical speculation. It is pure and natural love of God spontaneously aroused in the absolute stage. The devotional service is executed in a favorable atmosphere, freed from material affection. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoyabhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Aradhyo Bhagwan Vrajesh Tanayas Tatham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Vrajavadhuvargena Taya Kalpita Srimat Bhagavata Puranayamalam Prema Pumartho Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Mataidam Nayatra Agraha Paraha Navanirada Nindita Kanti Dharam Raso Sagar Nagar Bhupavaram Shubhavanki Macharu Shikhanda Shikhim Bhaja Krishna Nidhim Vrajaraja Sutam Bhaja Krishna Nidhim Vrajaraja Sutam Radhika Sarodendu Nindimukha Mandali Vandiye Shripad Padma Vrishabhanu Nandini Vandiye Shripad Padma Vrishabhanu Nandini Vandiye Shripad Padma Vrishabhanu Nandini Loka Viramam Ranaranadhiram Rajivanetram Raghuvamshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadde Janaka Sutavara Jagajanani Janaki Atishaya Priya Karuna Nidhanaki Mangala Bhavana Amangala Hari Dravau Sudasharatha Ajara Vihari Ajanulam Vito Bhujo Kanakayavadhato Sankirtanai Pitaravo Kamalaya-taksho Vishwambharo Dvijavaro Yugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karuna Avataro Patita Pavana Nitai Gaur Sundar Ki Jai Shri Shri Lalita Vishakha Radha-Ras-Bihari Ji Ki Jai Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ji Maharaj Ki Jai Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Aprasadan Nagati Kutopi Dayan Stuvams Yasyas Trisandhyam Vande Guruho Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guruho Shri Charanarvindam Vande Guruho Shri Charanarvindam. Hare Krishna. First of all, I would like to offer my humble obeisances unto all the assembled Vaishnavas, my senior Vaishnavas who are present here, and Srila Prabhupada disciples. I seek your blessings that whatever emanates from my mouth would be pleasing to the assembled Vaishnavas and to our Gaudiya Guru. I have no qualification to speak on such a sublime subject matter, but perhaps with the blessings of all the Vaishnavas, I will be able to just repeat as it is that we have learned from His Divine Grace's books and from our Gaudiya Acharyas. So I seek the blessings of all of you. Hare Krishna. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has compiled this wonderful, wonderful biography of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he has, in the previous chapter number 3, described why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his external reason for coming. And in the 4th chapter, which is what we are in chronological order serving, it's his internal reasons. So, the external reason is, we all know, I just recited as Mangalacharan from Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Bhagavat, Ajanu Lambito Bhujo, Kanakayo Dhato, Sankirtanai Pitaravo, Kamalayo Taksho, Vishwambharo, Dvijavaro, Yuga Dharma Palo, Vande Jagat Priyakaro, Karuna Avtaro. So, these two, Gaur and Nitai, whose complexion is golden and they have beautiful eyes like lotus petals, Ajanula, and their hands extend down to their knees. Their physiognomy is so amazing that they are not ordinary personalities. Sankirtanai Pitaro, they are the fathers of the Sankirtan movement, or the Sankirtan spreading the holy names. So, Sankirtan, there are many different meanings of that word. Like most common meaning that we all know is congregational chanting. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu induced that wherever he went. But especially because Mahaprabhu in particularly stressed the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So that is one of the deeper meanings, like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains. Sankirtan means Samyak Kirtan iti Sankirtan. So Samyak means complete or full. And what is complete for us Gaudiya Vaishnavas? Radha, Krishna and their associates in Vrindavan. So the word Hara, the most common meaning, as we all know, is we are addressing Srimati Radharani and Krishna, Hare Krishna, to engage us in their service. But Srila Jiva Goswami explains in the Mahamantra Dipika and many other Vaishnava Acharyas, Rasika Acharyas have explained deeper meanings of the word Hara. So Hara, if we analyze a little bit further, we find that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Chaitanya Sistastakam, verse number 2, he says, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis. The most significant word here amongst the other important words in that verse is Nija. Nija means my own. So who is speaking this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is the son of Nanda Maharaj, the lover of Srimati Radharani of Vrindavan. Not Vasudev Krishna, not Mathuresh Krishna. He is the Krishna of Vraj. And Prabhupada has mentioned this in one purport that I had heard in one of his tapes of the song Bhajahure Mana Shri Nanda Nandana. So Prabhupada mentions that, oh my dear mind, please worship the son of Nanda Maharaj. And then immediately says, we are only concerned with the son of Nanda Maharaj. There are many types of Krishna. Prabhupada clearly says that. Being Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we should understand what our final prayojan or focus is. And if we miss that, then we have not become good students of this highest college of theism, which is the followers of Mahaprabhu and Gaudiya Vaishnavism, and ISKCON being a very major branch of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So it's very important to understand our focus. And before I go into actually these three verses, I wanted to kind of lay a foundation as to who we are. Like example, a simple example, if somebody asks a student going to a college and says that, my dear Prabhu, what are you studying? So he immediately says, I'm studying mechanical engineering in IIT, as an example. So the student knows that what subject he's studying. Similarly, we should also, he has not yet obtained his degree or graduation in mechanical engineering, but at least he knows. Similarly, us as Gaudiya Vaishnavas should know what our ultimate focus is. So, as an example, when Dronacharya was teaching Dhanurvidya or archery to his students, so the system that he had employed is he had a water body, and then he had a wheel cart, a chakra, and that could rotate, and he had a fish mounted on it, and he asked his students, you have to see in the water and then eventually shoot your arrow. So he asked his students, what do you see in the water? So somebody said, I see the wheel. Then most of them said, we see the fish. But when he asked Arjun, what do you see? He said, I see the eye of the fish. So similarly, focus. Bhagavad-gita also says, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kuru nandana. Bhaushaka hi anantasya samadho na vidiyate. One should be focused, one-pointed attention. If one's focus is multi-branch, then one cannot attain perfection anywhere. Samadho na vidiyate. So it is good that in the beginning stage, we worship all Vishnu Tattva and the different forms of Krishna. But eventually, because we are speaking on Chaitanya Charitamrita, I am kind of coerced into speaking that our final goal is the prema of the gopis that they are attained in Madhurya Rasa in Vrindavan. That is our focus. Because that's what all our acharyas are. That's what they are in Krishna Leela. In Vrindavan Leela, they're all very young gopis known as Manjaris. And like somebody asked Prabhupada, who are you? And Radha Krishna's Nitya Leela. Prabhupada said, if I tell you, you will faint. So he did not reveal it. But we know Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is Nayana Manjari. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj is an incarnation of Guna Manjari. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakurji is Sripad Bhakti Vinod Thakurji is Kamla Manjari. And so on. We find that the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Manjari, Labanga Manjari, we find that Jiva Goswami is Vilas Manjari, Gopal Bhatta Goswami is Guna Manjari, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is Rasik Manjari, and Raghunath Das Goswami is Tulsi Manjari. So, or also known as Rati Manjari, 2 names. So ultimately the word Hara encompasses Nija Sarva Shaktis. So it is not just Srimati Radharani. The common understanding is good enough, but as we are studying such a sublime subject matter, that Nija Sarva Shaktis means that word Hara indicates all the internal energies of Krishna in Vrindavan. Especially because Mahaprabhu is Nandanandan Krishna. He is speaking the ultimate in the mood of Srimati Radharani. So there in the word Hara, all the gopis and all the manjaris and all the associates of Srimati Radharani are included in the word Hara, including Srimati Radharani. So when we are chanting the Maha Mantra in that bhav, then we get full blessings. Prabhupada gave a very nice, simple meaning. In those beginning days, it is very difficult to explain all this, the different esoterics of the Madhurya Rasa. But at least we should know that we are in the most highest college of theism under our Dean Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our principal, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. So we are very fortunate in that sense. So, as I was saying, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's external reason for coming is Sankirtanai Pitaravo. The both of them, Gaur Nitai, they were the fathers or the founders who propagated Sankirtan. But in what way? So that we can actually get the internal mood of Madhurya Rasa in Vraj Rasa. That is the ultimate goal of giving this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Purification is there. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. First, all our misgivings, all our dirty things that have accumulated since time immemorial within our hearts will be eradicated. But that is just a very small, a very small effect of the Mahamantra. Once that is done, then the next positive thing is Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. What does that mean? Common meanings you all know, but Shreya Kairava Chandrika means our heart blossoms like a lily that blossoms in a full moon, Sharad Purnima night. And who is that full moon? That full moon is Lord Nityananda. Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Shushitala Jai Chaya Jagata Jodai. He is got the cooling effect of millions and millions of moons. So Lord Nityananda bestows that mercy through our acharyas, and that wonderful mercy is radiated within our hearts like a lily that blossoms in the night, in a full moon night. And what happens, the next effect is Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Vitaranam means to distribute. Then from the sadhana perspective, we distribute this mercy to all. Vitaranam, to give it to all. And then more and more mercy bestowed through Lord Nityananda, who is none other than Lord Balram and none other than Radharani's younger sister, Ananga Manjari. She further bestows us that bhava of Vidya Vadu Jivanam. Vidya Vadu Jivan means that knowledge of our bhav, who we are in Radharani's service. Vidyavadu Jivana. So on and so forth. So the external reason. Now we come in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the 4th chapter, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami says that now I will tell you the internal reasons for why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. And Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami was the principal personality amongst Lord Chaitanya's confidential devotees. So there were 2 of them, especially in the Gambhira. First 12 years after taking sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went about Sankirtanai Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambara Dhijavara Yuga Dharma Pala, which is Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Eva Nasti, Gatiranyatha. Giving the holy names to everyone. Dina Hina Jatha Chilo, Hariname Uddharilo, Tara Sakshi, Jagai Madai. He even delivered the most fallen miscreants, persons like Jagai and Madai, by sending Lord Nityananda, by sending Haridas Thakur, giving his mercy through the holy names. So, after that, the next 12 years, he went into seclusion in Jagannath Puri Dham. And in Jagannath Puri Dham, he, in Kashi Mishra's house, he took a very small room, which we very commonly known as the Gambhira. And in the Gambhira, he chanted, Nandanandan Krishna took ashray of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So can you, we think that this is something so ordinary because our day-to-day interaction with the holy names is sometimes, at least for me, I forget that Nama Chintamani Sri Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Abhinnatvam Namna Namino. The holy names is Chintamani. Meaning whatever you desire, it will give you. But our desires should be optimal, which is the Krishna Prem of Vrindavan, Vraj Bhava. And especially further refining that into Madhurya Rasa. That is Nam Chintamani. Not that Prabhupada give this example that when you approach a very, very multi-billionaire person, a Kharapati, and you say, my dear sir, can you give me 1 rupee? And he is very magnanimous. You ask him, he will give you. So, he will give, somebody says, give me 10 lakh rupees. He will give 10 lakh. Somebody says, give me 10 crore. Jai SriSriRadhaRasbihariTemple, Nitai Gaur Sundar, Sitaram Lakshman Hanumanji. So he is capable of giving. So similarly, the holy names is capable of giving us many things, whatever we desire. But sometimes we do not know how to desire the right thing. So we have to be very careful what we are asking for. So Nama Chintamani. So the optimal use of the holy name. So here Nandan Krishna wanted to make the optimal use of the Mahamantra because he needed something. Chintamani. He was thinking, yes, I need something. And what is that he needed? He needed Radha Bhava. So he took ashray of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So we see that the Mahamantra is so humongous. It's like a bottomless ocean. There is no talwa, means bottom. It's such a deep, 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 unlimited ocean. Chaitanya Sistastakam also itself, which is the samam bonum of us Gaudiya Vaishnavas. If one has understood Chaitanya Sistastakam, even maybe in a very small way, one's life will become very successful, and then we can say that we are good students of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So, Sarup Damodar Goswami and Rai Ramananji were with him constantly in the Gambhira. Sarup Damodar Goswami is none other than Lalita Sakhi, and Rai Ramananji is Vishakha Sakhi. Actually, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Krishna Nandan decided to come as Mahaprabhu, Radharani said, I know your desire is to get my mood, but I don't think it's a good idea. So he insisted, no, I would love to get it. I insist. Then he says, that's fine. I will send my most confidential friends, Lalita and Vishakha, so that they will teach you, because they know everything about my mood. So, and not only that, once you get my mood, you will go crazy. You will become so crazy that you will not realize what is day, what is night. You will be constantly crying, Nayana galada shrudharaya, vadanam gadgada hrudayagira. All these different symptoms will be there. And then you will be rolling on the ground. There will be stones, there will be thorns. That will hurt you. So let me do one thing. If you have decided to really get my mood, let me wrap myself around you. And that is why Radharani's Kanti, Anga Kanti, the color of Srimati Radharani is there on blackish Krishna. And she wrapped herself around the blackish Krishna as a shield, so that he will be completely protected if he falls down. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted the Mahamantra, sometimes he was so much in ecstasy that he did not realize that he was rubbing his cheeks on the rough walls of the Gambhira, and blood would start oozing on his cheeks. It was so ecstatic, in ecstasy of prema when he obtained Radha Bhav. So Sarup Damodar Goswami was one of the principal figures who used to make notes of whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke. And the records of Sarup Damodar Goswami's diaries revealed the confidential purposes of the Lord, and especially the internal reason which Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami is describing in this particular chapter and in these 3 verses. There, the revelations that are confirmed by the statements of even Srila Rupa Goswami. He confirms that. And therein, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami says in this 4th chapter that yes, it is true that the verse Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata, Krishna appears whenever there is a rise in irreligiosity, etc. But, and then to take away the burden of earth. However, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami says that is not the work of Krishna Nandanandan of Vrindavan. It is not the work. Actually, the maintainer of the universe is Lord Vishnu, is the one who protects the universe. So the different forms that are there, like Narayan, the Chaturviha, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, the different avatars like Matsya avatar, Leela avatars, Yuga avatars, the Manvantars, and many other incarnations, they descend in the body of Lord Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. And whenever it is necessary to kill demons, it is Lord Vishnu who does it. Actually, Lord Krishna, even in Vraj, when there are demons, he doesn't kill them. Our Rasik Acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Sridhar Swami has explained that. So whenever the necessity is there to do that, then Vasudeva Krishna, who is within his body, who has merged at the time of birth, when Vasudeva came to Gokul, he took the little girl, but he did not see that Mother Yashoda had given birth to 2. Ananda Atmaja. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one word that actually reveals that he is the son of Nanda Maharaj. So, Mother Yashoda gave birth to twins. Nanda Atmaja, the son of Nanda Maharaj, and also Yogamaya. But due to Yogamaya's covering, Vasudevji could not see Nanda Nandan. He only saw the baby girl. And he took her and exchanged that with Vasudeva Krishna, the one who was born in Mathura. But the moment Vasudevji left, he merged. Vasudeva Krishna merged into Nanda Nandan. And every time any demons are killed, it is Vasudeva Krishna who is instrumental in killing those demons. Krishna of Vraj is very madhur. Adharam madhuram, vadanam madhuram, hasitam madhuram, nayanam madhuram, madhuradipate rakhilam madhuram, madhuradipate rakhilam madhuram. He is full of personified sweetness. He does not take any weapons. He does not kill anybody. He is the sweet lover, the wonderful personality in Vrindavan or in Vraj. So, Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami says, now I will speak about the internal reasons of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. So here we find that there is an amazing verse. I think it is in the first chapter itself. He has explained the reason by this wonderful verse. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Akidrishaha Anayaya Aswadaya Yena Adbhutam Madhurima. Adbhutam Madhurima Kirdishava Madiyaha Sokyam Asyaha Mat Anubhava Kidrisham Lobhat Bhava Adhyam Samajani Sachi Garbha Sindho Hari Induhu. Meaning, desiring to understand Srimati Radharani's love, or to preach or to glorify Srimati Radharani's love, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's internal reason number one. Vasu Ghosh, one of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has written a wonderful song. Jadi gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, kemone dharitam de. Radhar mahima, prema rasa sima, jagat janat ke. Jadi gaur na hoito. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had not appeared, how would the world have known the glories or the pinnacle or the zenith of Srimati Radharani's love? Yadi gaur na hoito, tabe ki hoito, what would have happened? Radhara mahima prema rasa sima, the ultimate within of prema rasa sima. Generally when we ask devotees in ISKCON, what is the highest goal? They say Krishna Prem. It is true. It is Krishna Prem. But what kind of Krishna Prem? Krishna Prem is further delineated into many differentiations, into different, just like if we have a nice place of prasadam. Now, if you say, if somebody asks, what did you have? So if you say simply, I had prasadam. Now, further if you give a deeper explanation, in my prasadam plate, I had puri, I had this sabji, I had that sabji, I had kachori, I had rasgulla, I had Raj Bhoga, I had Srikhand. So many different items were there. So that's also prasadam. So Krishna Prem has different delineations. So the ultimate of Krishna Prem is Mahabhav, which all the gopis in Vrindavan express. But beyond Mahabhav is the only territory or the domain of Srimati Radharani is Madanakya and Mohanakya Bhav. So that is the zenith that Vasu Ghosh is talking about. Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima. So Nandan wanted to obtain that. So the glory of, wanted to preach, the first reason is to preach the glory. Anyaya Aswadyaha Adbhuta Madhurima. To relish wonderful qualities in himself. I am so beautiful, I am so wonderful. Krishna is thinking, but I cannot relish my own beauty to the highest extent. So I would like to relish it from the perspective of Srimati Radharani. Second reason. And the third reason is the Sokyam Mat Anubhavataha. Sokyam means the bliss that Srimati Radharani gets when she is in my presence. The ultimate bliss or the happiness she derives when she realizes my sweetness. Such is the nature of Srimati Radharani's prema, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to obtain. So we find in the 17th verse, Aishwarya Jnanete Shaba Jagata Mishrita Aishwarya Sthitila Prema Nahi Mora Prita. Krishna says that this is Vrajendranandan Krishna speaking in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, saying that all this universe is filled with the conception of my majesty, in Aishwarya Bhav, by majesty. But love is weakened by that sense of majesty. It does not satisfy me. I'm not satisfied when somebody worships me in that kind of mood. So here we find that in the next verse also, 18th verse, he says that Amare Ishwara Mane Apna ke hina Tara preme vasha ami nahayadhina. If one regards me, he says, as a Supreme Lord and himself as subordinate to me, then I do not become subservient to him. I do not become subservient to the love or the prema, and nor can it control me. So 3 points in this 18th verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is making. If one regards me as the Supreme Lord. So this is an amazing concept, just like Achintya Bheda Bhed Tattva. Initially, when we are in sadhana bhakti, every moment we read or every word we read is Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Prabhupada harped on that fact, right? Because we have forgotten Krishna since time immemorial, because due to the effect of Maya, right? What does Maya do? Makes us forget Krishna. That is the job of Maya, right? So then we have to be reminded that we are Vaidhi Bhaktas, and we have to be reminded that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Purna Purushottam Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. Right? We have to be reminded again and again, and due to our good sadhana, chanting, associating with devotees, etc., we can finally come to that realization. But that is not sufficient. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. In other words, he's saying, I do not become subservient to his love. Meaning, we have heard the common term that Krishna or the Supreme Lord is Bhakta Vatsala. Everybody's heard that. But in Vrindavan or in Vraj, he is Bhakta Vashya. Bhakta Vashya. Vash means controlled. And Bhakta means controlled by his devotee. He is Bhakta Vashya. So Bhakta Vatsal is applicable in all the regions of Vaikuntha, but Bhakta Vashya is the special quality of Vrindavan, of Vraj. That is the beauty of the bhakti of Vrindavan, of Vraj. And the third point, it cannot control me. Meaning I cannot be controlled by somebody who considers me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now, as we are wonderfully, we graduate through Vaidhi Bhakti, and then the next thing happens is what? The doors open to Raganuga Bhakti or Rag Atmika Bhakti. What is Raganuga Bhakti? Rag means deep attachment, and Anuga means to follow in the footsteps of those personalities who have got the deepest attachment for Krishna. That means it is Raga Nuga. So, who are those personalities? Vrajavadu Vargena Taya Kalpita. Aradhyo Bhagwan Vrajesha Tanayas Taddham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasna Vrajuvadu Vargena Taya Kalpita. So, following in their footsteps, we enter into Raganuga Bhakti. Just like we sing every day in Guru Puja, Chakshudana Dilojai, Janme Janme Prabhu Sei, Divya Gyan, Hriday Prakashita. What is that Divya Gyan? That Divya Gyan will take us beyond Vaidhi Bhakti to Raganuga Bhakti. It is revealed in our hearts if we are very good followers of the instructions of our acharyas. Just like a businessman or an industrialist, when the child is going to school and college, he doesn't give him all the secrets of the business. The day he graduates and becomes an MBA and becomes, eligible, then he says, my dear son, from tomorrow, you're going to sit in my office. And that's your desk and that's your chair. And what does he do, the father? He starts revealing the secrets of the business. He will say, this particular customer is excellent. He doesn't bargain. So you give him the best price. But that particular customer, he always has this habit of bargaining. So what you do is, you increase the price by 20% and then you reduce it so that, he will be satisfied and we will get our margin. And he will also say different secrets like, this particular bank account is for account receivables. This particular bank account is for accounts payable. This particular manager has been us with 40 years. Sometimes he is very moody, but don't be very rude with him. He takes care of so many wonderful things in the business. So tolerate him. So all these secrets are revealed. Similarly, our family business, like Vaisheshika Prabhu says, is preaching, and not only preaching, also preaching to ourselves and attaining the highest prayojan, which is Krishna Prem in the highest Vraj Bhav. So in that, it is revealed to us. It will be revealed to us. Ado Shraddha, Tato Sadhu Sang, after Sadhu Sang. First we have some faith, we come to the temple. We meet Vaishnavas, we meet Sadhus. Then with Sadhu Sang, the next stage that we attain is Bhajana Kriya. They tell us, oh, if you are eating meat, stop eating meat. No intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And be pure in sattvic foods, offer it to Krishna. Not even, don't consume onion garlic, even if it is vegetarian. Offer it to Krishna and you take it. Bhajana Kriya. If you are further serious, come every day to Mangalarti. Come sit in the morning program, sit in the classes. If you are more further serious, then you inquire with other Vaishnavas, senior sannyasis, gurus, and then tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena seva. You serve them, you ask them questions, and then you take initiation, diksha. That is bhajan kriya. After that stage, we come to anartha nivritti. If our bhajan kriya is good, all our dirty things in our hearts will be cleansed. All the anarthas will be gone. And then our real bhakti actually begins. The stage of nishtha. We are fixed. Ruchi, real taste in Krishna consciousness. Asakti, completely attached to Vaishnavas and Krishna. Then comes the stage of bhav. Even while we are present here, it will be revealed to us who we are in Golok Vrindavan. What is our service? It is known as the Ekadash Bhav. What is our dress, under which gopis we will be serving? Where is our residence? What is our seva, etc. There are 11 different symptoms that will reveal while we are present. And then ultimately, the Krishna Prem and the further delineation of Sneha, Mana, Pranaya, Ruda, Adi-Ruda, Bhava, Mahabhav, etc. Different delineations of Prema will be revealed to us. So, similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that if one considers me as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, then I will not be controlled by them. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, we find in the 10th canto, I think it's the 10th chapter or 9th chapter. It says that the gopis would say, "Oh Krishna, gopi stobita nrityad bhagavan balavat kvachida udgyati kvachin mugdas tadvaso daru yantravat." Meaning, if you dance, "Oh Krishna, my dear Krishna," then I will give you a laddu. I will give you some sweets. By saying these words or by clapping their hands, all the gopis encourage Krishna to dance and even sing sometimes. And he would smile and dance according to their desire of the gopis. So he was completely controlled. Bhakta Vasya. And he would become like a wooden doll, like a Katputli in the hands of the gopis. So even we find in the Damodar Ashtakam, what is that verse? Verse number 3. Idriksa Lila Bhir Ananda Kunde Swagosha Nimanjantam Akhyapayantam Tadi Ishid Agneshu Bhaktair Jitatvam Puna Premastam Shatavriti Vande. Tada Ishita Agneshu. Those, Krishna of Vrindavan is saying that those who are considering, this is the same thing what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If you have knowledge of that, Agneshu, meaning if you have knowledge that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then learn from the devotees of Vrindavan. Tadishit Agneshur, I can be controlled by Bhaktir Jitatvam. I can be controlled by the Bhakti of Vraj Bhakti. Exactly verse number 18 is describing of today's verse, is what Satyavrat Muni describes in the 3rd verse of Damodar Ashtakam. So, like this, and in the 19th verse, it says, Amakete ye bhakta bhaje jai bhave tarasei bhave bhaje ei morshva bhave So in whatever transcendental mellow or whatever rasa my devotee worships me, I reciprocate with him. Adan Pradan, as we say. Reciprocate. That is my natural behavior. Krishna says that that is my swabhav. So here we find that Krishna, that verse in the Bhagavad-gita, Ye yathamam prapadyante tamsa tathaiva bhajamiha. That verse is very much true. That's what Krishna says, but it fails in one place. It fails, that verse fails when it concerns the gopis of Vrindavan. Krishna cannot reciprocate sufficiently. After the Gopi Geet, in the 32nd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Krishna says these words to Srimati Radharani and the gopis, Na parayaham nirvadya samyujam swasadhu kritayam vivudyav supivaha ya ma bhajan durjara geha shrinkalaha samvrischa tadvaha pratiyatu sadhuna. Meaning, he says, I am not able to repay my debt to you for your spotless service, O gopis. Krishna says, I cannot repay you. Not possible for me. Even if I try, I am not capable of paying you back, O gopis. Naham paraye aham. I cannot repay you. Then he says, your connection with me is beyond reproach. It's not possible. And that is the reason why Krishna wanted, Nandan wanted to get the mood of Srimati Radharani to understand what their prem for him is. You have worshipped me by cutting off all domestic ties, breaking relationships with your husbands, with your families, with your children. There's a nice verse, Gopi Geet, I think verse number 16. Pati sutanvaya bhratar bandhavan ati vilangyate anti achudgata gati vidastavot gita mohita kitavayoshita kasta jenishi. We have given up our husbands, Pati, Sutan, with the children, Bhratar Bandhava, our relatives. We have given up everything for your sake, O Krishna. We have crossed all the lines of society. It is considered immoral to give up your husband, to give up the family, and to meet a brahmachari boy like you in the middle of the night. It is considered completely immoral. But Prabhupada says that it is transcendental. The love, in the purport, Prabhupada says that the love displayed by the gopis, what does he say? Prabhupada says here that the Lord by his inherent nature reveals himself before his devotees according to their inherent devotional service. The Vrindavan pastime demonstrated that although generally people worship God with reverence, the Lord is more pleased with it when a devotee thinks of him as his beloved son, as his beloved lover, etc. So, when we are in Vaidhi Bhakti, we forget that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maya makes us forget that. But when we are in Raganuga Bhakti, now Mahamaya leaves us and gives us to under the shelter of Yogamaya. And what does Yogamaya do? That Yogamaya also makes us forget that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Both the Mayas do the same job. Because in Vrindavan, nobody knows that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Yogamaya, like when Mother Yashoda saw Krishna eating mud, Krishna, open your mouth. Everybody is saying that you ate mud. Even Balram said that. So she forcefully opens Krishna's mouth and she sees the universes and everything, including Brahman God and the tree under which they were sitting. And then immediately she's thinking, oh, and actually Krishna, according to our acharyas, chastises Yogamaya. What are you doing? Why are you taking this rasa away? Why you are making my mother cognizant that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Stop right now. Don't do this. And then immediately Mother Yashoda is thinking, oh, Vishnu's Maya is so prabal. It is so strong that right in the daytime I'm dreaming that my son, I'm seeing in my son's mouth different universes and the different parts of creation. It is like even Mother Yashoda, when Putna was killed and Trinavrata and all those demons were killed when Krishna was little, she says, oh, it is by the mercy of Nanda Maharaj's Parameshwar you are saved. That's how Jiva Goswami uses those words. It is by the mercy of Nanda Maharaj's worshipable Vishnu you are saved. So nobody knows in Vraj. And also the amazing part is Yog Maya has been given a blank check, signed. You can use it on me also. Even she makes him forget that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Vraj. So both the Mayas, they have the same objective, forgetfulness. But in this Vaidhi Bhakti, we have to be reminded. And once we enter Raganuga Bhakti, we also have to forget that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then and then only we will be able to relish what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami is saying in Madhya-Lila, Adi-Lila chapter 4, today's verses 17, 18 and 19. So how fortunate we are if we really analyze. Our fortune is just amazing. Amongst this, so many devotees all over the creation. There's nothing comparable to what His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada and all our Prabhupadas have given. Just not A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, Srila Sanatana Goswami Prabhupada, they're all Prabhupadas. So this is, when I think about it, I sometimes, every day I just cannot thank Srila Prabhupada enough that you have given me this wonderful movement of ISKCON, and I'm so fortunate. I could have gone somewhere else, maybe become an atheist, coming from a Hindu family, born in a Vaishnava family, Pushti Marg. My parents and my grandparents and all of them, they were all, especially my grandmother, wonderful Vaishnavi. Her bhav was completely Gopi bhav, which we could not understand. I understood her bhav once I came to ISKCON, and once I matured a little bit by the mercy of Guru Gauranga. What is the bhav of Raj? My grandmother was completely illiterate. She had only studied up to 4th grade. But her bhav was absorbed in Vatsalya Rasa and serving Srinathji completely. So, this is what we are. But our bhav should not be, ultimately our focus should not be the fish, but the fish's eye. Which is, because we are followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, He has come to give us this Madhurya Rasa Prem, entrance into that realm of Golo. There's nothing wrong. These are all specialties. So one should not consider that Dasya Ras is bad, or it is not good, or Sakhya Ras is inferior, or Vatsalya Ras is inferior. No, these are specialties. Just like Prasadam is Prasadam, right? Somebody loves Rasgulla, somebody loves Srikhand, somebody loves some other item. That's all Prasadam. But our specialty is that we love this particular bhav, and our goal is the bhav of Madhurya Rasa. So that is why we are followers of Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem. But what kind of Prem? Pradayate. Krishna Chaitanya Navine Gauratishay Namaha. So those who don't understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, those who are unfortunate, they don't understand Nityanand Prabhu. Heno Nitai Vine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai. Dhrido Kari Dharo Nitai Pai. Nitayer Karuna Hove Vraje Radha Krishna Paive. Vraje Radha Krishna Paive. Dharo Nitai Charana Dukkhani. So it is our most good fortune. What have we done in our past lives that we came to this glorious ISKCON movement, to this glorious Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya? Therefore, I say sometimes in a very joking way, supposing if we have got admission in, let's say, the best college of medicine or best college of engineering, IIT or whatever, and the professor is teaching us so many wonderful things and that are there, and then we are thinking about music and art, then we have wasted our seat. So our seat is wasted if we don't understand, at least on an informational basis, what our ultimate goal is. It may take many lifetimes to reach that. See, one thing Srila Prabhupada said, and I will end this with this note, that if you chant minimum how many rounds? Wrong. Sorry. Minimum 16 good rounds. And if you follow the 4 regulative principles, you will go home back to Godhead. Right? But Prabhupada didn't say you will go back to Vrindavan. Prabhupada is very particular in his words, his Vedvakya. So if our consciousness remains Bhagavad-gita at the time of death, Vasudeva Krishna, then we will end up somewhere in Mathura, Dwarka, or somewhere in Vaikuntha. But Vraj, no, not possible. Unless and until Raghunath Das Goswami says that if we, under a Vrajvasi, we study under them, we become Anugata, then we will enter. So Prabhupada is a topmost Vrajvasi. Some people say that, oh, all these things that you're talking about, we have never heard this before. But what can I say, my dear Prabhus and Matajis? I'm speaking from Prabhupada's books. Some of them argue, they say that Prabhupada never gave us ras. Who said Prabhupada never gave us ras? What is Chaitanya Charitamrita? It is full of ras. But we have to go in chronological order. Study Bhagavad-gita very nicely. Then study Srimad Bhagavatam very nicely. 1 through number 9, all the 9 cantos nicely, and then enter into 10th canto. After finishing that and hearing from senior Vaishnavas and realized souls, reading Srila Prabhupada's books. Nowadays, Prabhupada's books are very important. We distribute them. The marathon month is there. But how many of us are really reading it to the core? It's so important. One time, Srila Prabhupada in Los Angeles, Prabhupada was in a car, and one of his disciples was driving him, and he was stopped at a signal light. So Prabhupada said, can you take this car further up? I see one of my disciples, she is distributing Bhagavad-gita. And he kind of wiggled the way around and he went before the signal opened up. Prabhupada then, he completely, almost shut his window, and the windows were tinted. You can see from inside to outside, but from outside you cannot see inside. And he left so much space in the window. So then, that Mataji approached Prabhupada's car and says, please take this Bhagavad-gita, it's a very good book on yoga and this and that. And then Prabhupada then changed his voice a little bit and he says, what is inside this book? And she started saying some things. And Prabhupada rolled his window down. He says, I never wrote this. Where did you learn this from? And she was shocked. And she offered obeisances right there on the road. And then, so Prabhupada has said so many times in his purports, you must read my books. It does not mean that we may have that intelligence and remembrance to remember all 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam or all the verses of Bhagavad-gita and Chaitanya Charitamrita. But we have to become Sar-grahi Vaishnavas. Sar means the essence. If somebody asks us questions, we should be able to answer them. Otherwise, they make fun of us. So many people from diverse cultures and different religions, they ask us something, and if we are not able to answer, if we are not able to give answers to our children, then they will, in America I see that. They become atheists, or they change their religion to Christianity, or they become followers of Islam. Because this Hinduism is a khichdi according to them. They don't understand anything. But Prabhupada has opened his highest college, his institution, free education. Everybody please come and take this education, the highest, Vijnanam. Vishesha Gyan iti Vijnan. What is Vishesh Gyan? Not what we learn in school, colleges and universities. That is physics, chemistry, biology that we call Vijnan. Vijnan means Vishesh Gyan. Vishesh means topmost knowledge. Bhagavad-gita, fundamental. You're not this body, I am a spirit soul. Jiver Swarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. I am an eternal servant of Krishna. That is complete Vijnanam. And then further, Vijnanam, love of Krishna. Do not fear God. Prabhupada said, most of us are taught that we have to fear God, right? From our childhood we are taught, fear God. Why should we fear God? Prabhupada said, love God. So loving God means what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying in these 3 verses. What Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has recorded. That I will not become subservient to those devotees who consider me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I end my discourse here. If there's any questions, any comments, any mistakes I may have made, Maharaj, or any of Tattvavid Prabhuji, anybody, any comments, questions, corrections? Yes? किसी का कोई प्रश्न है? हाँ, right there in the back, please. That Mataji. In the middle, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. So, as you explained that once we get on the point of anartha nivritti, then slowly, gradually we practice and then we go deeper, and then our relationship with the Lord, it automatically reveals. And it is also saying that if you wanted to become more closer to Krishna, you just fix your relationship with him as making him your son, husband, whatsoever. If we have already decided that he is our son, husband, whatsoever, so after anartha nivritti, the relationship will automatically reveal. So it's not a confusion between 2 points, like I am getting confused between 2, that if I've already decided my relationship with him, so do I need to shift after getting this, or that's
Very nice question. So to answer that, it is like a child. When the child is in school, he has or she has a certain aspirations, that I would like to become a nurse, as an example, or I want to become a police inspector. I'm just giving some simple examples. But as the child grows and excels in his general studies and he gets more information, then his aspiration will change. Oh, now I've decided to become a doctor. I've decided to become an engineer, as an example. So similarly, right now, we may have certain sentiments about a certain form of the Lord or a relationship, but it is not decided yet, honestly speaking. That attraction may be there, just like a child's attraction to become a police inspector or to become a nurse is there. But once that matures, after we study under the guidance of Guru and Sadhu, we study Shastra, and more things are revealed, then our aspirations will change. Just like, I will give you another example. Somebody who is staying in a village, their aspiration is 10th pass, SSC pass, maximum that. But as soon as that person knows that, oh, if I go to Bombay or Mumbai or some major metropolitan, I can further go to different colleges, right? And then once in the 12th grade, the aspiration changes. What line of science, arts or commerce will you be taking, as an example? And then further, let's say the student takes science. Further, the aspiration keeps changing. Like now I would like to graduate in physics, not in chemistry, not in biology, or in electronics, or in IT. So, right now, whatever sentiments we have, they are not pakka. Honestly speaking, we think they are, but they may not be. And it will keep changing until we come to that bhav, that sthai bhav. It's called sthai bhav. That sthai bhav will be revealed to us if we follow a particular path under a particular bona fide acharya, under his guidance, either through books or in person. So that aspiration, just like there's example, I don't know if you know about the Leela of Gop Kumar. Do you know? In Brihad Bhagavatam. So like that, there's one devotee who aspires to go higher and higher, just very in a nutshell, because we are up with our time. So he goes to different places of worship like Haridwar and so many different places. And then he keeps on meeting different Vaishnavas and Sadhus, and his aspiration keeps changing. And then ultimately he ends up in Vaikuntha, different parts. There also he meets Lord Narayana and he meets, but still, then his aspiration continued within his heart that there is something more than that. And until he reached Golok Vrindavan, then he was fully satisfied that yes, this is what I was looking for. So, nothing wrong if there is a particular bhav, one has dasya bhav or sakhya or vatsalya, nothing wrong with that. Continue with it. At least become steadfast in your Krishna bhakti, in Vaidhi bhakti. And it is not that if one is in vatsalya bhav, that Bal Gopal will become angry if we change our mood to Madhurya. No. In fact, if our qualification is there, he himself will inspire from within our hearts. Yes, you want to know more about me? I will give you more information about me, about the love of the gopis of Vrindavan, about the love of Radharani. I will reveal that to you. But right now we have to be qualified to reach that. Just like nobody can just enter straight into a PhD class. One has to qualify by going through KG, the 10th grade, undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, masters, then you enter PhD. So, as I was saying, Mataji, the aspirations will change depending on our association and depending on what college you are in. So if you are, today I gave the summum bonum based on the verses. Generally, I wouldn't be speaking on it, but it would not justify the verse if I didn't go into the further nuances or the delineation of who we are and what our ultimate goal is. So, if somebody really is interested in Vatsalya Ras, then yes, perhaps for them, Sri Vallabh Sampradaya or Pushti Marg is the most perfect place to go. Otherwise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his conversation with Rai Ramananda, he says, yes, you have told me all these things, this is very good, I am very happy to hear about that, even a Sakhya Ras, Vatsalya Ras, but tell me more. Aage kaho. So he wanted to hear more because there is something more and more and more, sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. So milk is very good. Milk is like Krishna Prem. But once you heat it up slowly on a low flame, it becomes thicker. From that you can make kheer. Once you even further heat it up, you can make basundi. Once you further heat up milk more and more, you can make khoya. Right? So it is condensed milk. So like that, Krishna Prem is like that. Milk is equivalent to Krishna Prem, and as we more and more it becomes condensed, it becomes more and more deeper and sweeter. So I hope I was able to address your concern, Mataji. If not, you can say that, because I'm not an expert on everything, but I tried my best.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. That was a wonderful explanation.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, is there anybody else? Hare Krishna. Mahaprasade Govinde. Hari Bol. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Chaitanya Charitamrita Granth ki Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.